Hi guys, today this is a SMGzilla, and today we're gonna see a video of. Alright, let's get to talk about of who will win in a fight: huntrix from K-pop Demon Hunters or the Bleachers 2 monsters. And yeah, it was like really like K-pop Monster Hunters, but like really like Rumi Zoe. That was my dad. He just ruined my video, so I'm gonna talk about again. So let's see how does the fight go. So this fight might go a little hard for the huntrix because there's a lot of monsters. It's like Uncle Samsonite, Limar, the Horse Cave, Fuwati, Aoi, Baldy, Fogmore, Inkfield, Jeffrey Woods, Loticus, EXE Faker, Spintrap, Wisp, Vapor, Rosemary, MX, the Shreeter, PCX, and yeah, there's a lot of monsters. So we can see how do they survive. So like you use their weapons to fight all of the monsters. But clearly some of them are very powerful, like Inkfield, Uncle Samsonite, and PXC, PCX. Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of powerful monsters. Really like Vita Mimic, I don't see him anywhere. Oh yeah, there he is at the bottom. And really there's a lot of monsters. And these monsters, yeah, their jump scares so scary. And currently when Vapor is about to grab Zoe, Zoe actually gets off of Vapor's hand before Vapor kills her. And then later she stabs Vapor in the chest. And then below with Mira try to defeat Inkbill, but Inkbill has wings to dodge. And clearly Rumi, the leader, can barely fight demons that can teleport. And you all know that Uncle Samsonite can teleport? Like he just like seems like and then later he pops to a room, like to a place with a lot of doors. And yeah, there's a lot of doors you can pick to where he can kill the other players. And now the Loticus barely has his jump scares where he puts blood on you and the blood is so hot that makes your skin melt. The Loticus was up and then Uncle Samsonite grabs Rumi and to wait for the Loticus to put blood on her so she can die, but then later Rumi escapes and ends up slicing up Uncle Samsonite and Noloticus' arms at the same time. And then later we're going to look at the other monsters, which is Screecher, PCX, Jeffrey Woods. Jeffrey Woods really has a knife, so he's not that much powerful. So, but the knife is not that good, but like Zoe, Mira, and Ruby, well, clearly Ruby can barely slice Jeffrey Woods in half, which is very, very scary. And clearly very, very scary. And clearly, like Uncle Samsonite comes from doors, like Rosemary. He actually hits herself in the head by killing people. But Zoe uses her weapons, using them by stabbing Rosemary in the mouth. Yeah, and then later we have Wisp, which is very more big, but act up grabbing Zoe and then aiding her, making Zoe eliminated. And now the only ones is Mira and Ruby. Actually, gonna see who it's. So Mira tries to go for Speed Track, and then she does actually kills him, but she didn't know that he. But you were this is really acted. I always come back. And yeah. Spitcheck always comes back and truly goes to kill Ruby. But then later, that's when MX comes to break her neck, causing her to die. And that only one is Mira. And she's the only one left. And she has to defeat every single monster by herself. And she knows of all her friends are gone. Because she only has to fight every single one. Well, clearly most of them. Like Fuwachi, yeah, he's the easiest. She thinks that Fuwachi's the easiest target because we all know, like, in the series, Fuwachi only goes for one side, then goes to the other. Like he faces one way straight, and he gets bucked in the head. Then he goes another straight walk. Got his head self in head. So Mira goes to stab Fuwachi, split him in half, but that makes Ao Oni very mad, so starts chasing Mira. But Mira doesn't run. She instead fights back against Ao Oni. But she doesn't know that Uncle Samsonite and MX are behind her, making MX and Uncle Sam to kill her. So I think the monsters win. So that's all for now. Bye. Cool guys.